Okay, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today we're going to make something that I make a lot of. We never did a video on it, and that's the cauliflower pizza. So this is my version of cauliflower pizza. It's pretty easy to put together. Takes a little time in the oven, but it's going to be delicious. Everyone I've made it for says it tastes great. So without further ado, let's get to it. Dun-dun-bum. Now, as you guys know, cauliflower has a lot of moisture in it, see? So what I do, sometimes I'll put it in the microwave, but I just put it in the pan, stir it around. I don't know if you can still see some steam coming off of there, but once the steam stops, it's pretty much as dry as it's going to get. But you need to dry it out a little. That's one trick that helps hold this thing together. You want to use as dry cauliflower as you can get it. Okay? So that's 2 cups in there. All right, so you can see I already ground it up. My knife sharpener, because I use my knife to cut up the cauliflower, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here I got a pre-cooked, this is some spicy sausage, some Jimmy Dean. Got some onions, mozzarella cheese, some Prego pizza sauce, huh? Got 1 egg, onion mix. I like mixing onion, gives a little more flavor into the cauliflower when I'm mixing it up for the dough kind of thing, right? That's the oven. I got that preheated 4 1/4. This here is 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And I got me some jalapenos. I mix a little jalapeno in there too. Gives it a little more flavor. I try to mix little things in with the dough, and it tastes good. All right. Okay, so as you can see, I have removed the said cauliflower, soon to be a pizza dough, out of the pan. I'm letting it cool off a bit because you're going to have to mix an egg in this, but I don't want to stick my hands in there either when it's too hot. Okay, while we're waiting for that to cool, as you see, I have a pan here, and on top of that, I put a piece of a little bit bigger than the pan, and the reason for that is because when we take it out of the oven, after what I try to do is I want to flip it over. So I take this with another piece of parchment paper, and I get them together and whoop, flip them over. And that way, because the bottom of this part here, the underneath, that's going to stay a little moist. So what I do is I'll put that on there, flip it over, and pop it back in the oven for maybe 5 more minutes, let it dry out a little, and then we'll make the pizza. This dough goes together pretty quickly, but I'm not, still a little warm. But yeah, just throw it around a little bit. You know what we'll do? We'll just, we'll start playing a little bit of the game. We'll put onion soup mix, and that's what it just gives it a nice flavor to the crust, that's all. And that way you ain't got to really mess with no extra onions if you don't want to, but I like them too. We put those on there on the top. But see, this got a powdery consistency to it, if you can see here, huh? For the flavor. But it really, and you know, this, I don't get the most expensive one of these I can find. To me, they all taste about the same, but that's the onion soup. And then we'll take the cheese and put that in there. That ain't going to hurt nothing, right? I'm just trying to get it to cool down a little so we put the egg in there. It doesn't start melding itself or whatever. Boy, the smell of this is good already with the cheese and the onion soup. Onion soup mix. Oh, yeah. And it goes together pretty quick. You know, you're not going to get a extremely you're not going to get no crunchy crust with this either, but it tastes damn good. It tastes pretty much like a pizza when you get done with it. But I make these all the time because you know it doesn't turn out real big. So you know, me and Penny, I'll make one of these for lunch. I'll make a square, rectangle shape. I'll make a round one, whatever it takes to make us happy while we're eating. You know. So. Anyway, so that's what you're looking at right there. You see? Okay? Oop, put that paper back. Okay, now, let me get a spoon. I want to put, now this is optional, you guys don't need to do this, but I like to put a little bit of diced jalapeno in there. And that's maybe a tablespoon. I gotta get more of these. Okay, almost out. I use a lot of these. You know, they're not hot. I mean, well, they might get a little warm here and there, but for the most part, I just add these in for a little bit of flavor, and I put them in a lot of stuff that I cook. You'd be surprised. That little bit of diced up jalapeno goes a long way. And when you put it in the dough here, you're not even going to notice it. Okay, now, you guys have been watching me for a while. You know I don't like just plopping the egg in there, so let me get my bowl. I like, you know, this way if I get a shell, I don't have to worry about, you know, getting it and everything else. And so I like to mix this up also before I put it in there. Get the thorough mix with the egg, and then we'll drop that in there. So, all right, put that in there. I know I've seen a ton of people do it all the time. But I've also seen people that do it and act like this, you know, they get all the egg shell. You don't know if you get all that eggshell out of there, especially if it breaks up a little bit. But anyway, once you mix this, that egg really, it helps to bind everything together. And right now, it's feeling like it. You know, everything got a little tighter. But what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna take my hand, because I'm going to use my hands anyway, and just give this a nice, make sure everything's combined nice and easy. Easy peasy. All right, so now you see what you got. It almost, you know, guys, if you ever made dough, you know, it gets something similar to this, you know. So now what we're going to do is we're going to plop this smack dab on my sheet here. Try to get it. You don't have to be exact, just get it on there. Okay. Then, let me try to give you guys a better shot of this there. Okay, see how that looks now? So now what we're going to do, try to scoot everything to the middle. And what you want to do is just start forming it out. You can make any shape you want, but I'm sticking to the rectangular shape of the pan here. And you just keep pushing it down and pushing down, going in along the edges and pushing those back in. See? And you want to get this to like maybe 1/4 of an inch thick. And you'll see it's a decent sized pizza form when you get done. You want to keep pushing the edges up. You want to get those, you know, you don't want to leave them too thin around the edge, because that's where it'll start burning. If it's going to burn, it'll burn there. Okay? So you just keep pushing and spreading, pushing and spreading. And if you push too little, push too hard, and you get a hole in there, just back it up and fill it in. That's all. You know, not hard. Okay? But anyway, you just keep forming it out until you get, you know, the shape that you kind of want. And it doesn't have to be exact. Like mine's turning into an oval right now. There goes my schizo dog. She thinks she's the lifeguard of the pools of the backyard neighborhood there. Like I said, remember, don't let these edges get too thin and leave them hanging out. You know, you want to push it in, make this higher, if you will, than the middle. Now I'm going to give a shout out to my daughter Emma, because her boyfriend Sean, he came over a couple weeks ago, I guess. Maybe it was a week ago, I don't know. And I was going to do a video of this with them here, but we didn't do it. And he really enjoyed the pizza, so I'm making this for him too, so that way he don't have to rack his brain trying to remember what we did, because we went through it kind of quick. But he said he got it, so. And I know before he left, he told me how to do it, so I believe that he's got it. But we're just going to help him out with this, give him a little visual reminder. I know I'm probably being anal with this crust, but this is going to be one heck of a pizza. It's a snack time. Yeah, Penny went to the store, and maybe she'll get me some more pepperoni. I don't know. I was going to use the big pepperoni from the sandwiches we made the other day, because I guess I used all of the small ones, but she said no. So, okay, I think this is all I'm going to do to it. And as you can see, like I said, it doesn't matter. Nothing's perfect. But, you know, this is not a perfect rectangle by no means. I'm just trying to move this out a little. Look, see it, I'm still playing with this. I'm so anal about some of these things, I don't know. Don't know how I get this far. Okay, so that's all we're going to do right now. I'm going to put this in. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven now. I'm going to set the timer for how many minutes, folks? That's right, 20 minutes. That guy in the back row, he's got all the answers, don't he? Okay, so we're going to pop this in, and we're going to see this in 20 minutes. So, without further ado, we pull this oven door open. Be careful, the oven's preheated, remember that, so it's going to be a little warm. Oh, that's right. Penny, pull that rack now. I gotta move the rack up. All right, guys, I'll see you in 20 minutes, okay? Okay, there it is at 20 minutes. So now we're going to try to attempt to flip this over. Okay, this is the bottom side, but it's still kind of moist. So I'm going to stick it back in the oven for like 5 minutes. Guess who made it back from the store, huh? Okay, I put it in for an additional 3 minutes. I didn't want it to get too brown, but it's nice. Very hot. But look, you can pick it up like it's supposed to. That's how it should come out. When you know you did that, you did it right. Okay, so to decorate our accoutrements on our our pizza. Now, have you guys ever been to a pizza shop, yo? All right, they don't have it in a jar like this, but I'm using Prego. You can use anything. I used to use Save-A-Lot's brand, because they had a nice one, Mantis. It had a great flavor. But I'm just going to show you. See, if you ever watch a real pizza place do it, they put it on a real thin layer. They don't drown it, you know. We don't want to drown our pizza here neither. So there's some people I know. I think Emma's boyfriend, he likes a lot of sauce, but I don't want to get everything too wet, because then it'll make your pizza a little soggy. We don't want no soggy pizza. But you guys are going to love this. Can you see the steam rising off because I'm putting the sauce on this hot piece of cauliflower pizza dough? This came out beautiful, by the way. Not bragging on myself, but you know. Okay, so there you go with the sauce. Okay? Now this is when you can do whatever you like, really. You know, whatever you think you like on a pizza, go for it. So we're going to throw some onions on here real quick. Not a whole lot, but just enough. These are sweet onions, by the way. I already put the jalapenos inside the dough, so we're not going to put those on the outside here. Okay. All right, I'll do a couple more. What the heck? Try to give you onion in almost every bite, but it ain't going to happen. We won't go down without a fight. Whatever. Okay. Okay, so that takes care of that part of it. Now, some people like putting the cheese down first and then their stuff, but I like putting the toppings on first and then the cheese, because I think it helps hold everything in place. Okay, this is the ground sausage that I cooked up already. I'm going to put a little of that on there. Boy, this is looking good and it smells good. Oh, man. I wanted to put bacon on here, but the boss said no bacon. She don't like bacon. I think it's something with mixing food groups or something. I don't know. But anyway, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, we're done with that. So now we want to do this. One of these things. Let's peel here. I did that once with a bag like this, and pepperoni went flying everywhere. Okay, so we're just going to take out some pepperonis. We're going to throw them down. I didn't mean to throw that one, really. It's stuck. I'm trying to take them apart because they're thin sliced. This here pizza, I believe it came out El Perfecto, the dough I mean. And so that's half the battle. Now we just got to get everything nice and golden brown. And it's going to be beautiful. Like Mr. Rogers used to say, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my cauliflower pizza? Okay, that wasn't really funny, but you know. I got to amuse myself because, you know, I'm always in the kitchen by myself. And then I would start singing, all by myself. I'm not going to sing, no. I don't sing that good. Penny says I don't, so probably better off not. That way I don't get in no trouble, huh? Okay, so now we have this just about decorated. And we're going to put one or two more pieces on here. All right, just one. I will put one over here. All right, that's done. Gonna have to wrap that up in another different bag, huh? Okay, so we got low moisture skim, whatever it is. Yeah, low moisture part skim mozzarella. Got two different brands. We got some Kraft here that we're using, and then we're gonna be using some Publix brand. Doesn't really matter because it all comes out the same. But my Penny tries to use this low skim all the time. One day I'm going to buy the real mozzarella in the wet mozzie like they call it, in a ball and slice it and just put slices on here. Okay. I'm going to get a scissor for this one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God, I amazed myself that time. I did. Sure you did. Okay, I did. All right, so now I'm going to put just a little bit more cheese on here. Penny likes a lot of cheese, but we all know we can't have that much cheese. All right. What does she say? That's never enough cheese. Somebody else I was watching one day said that there's no such a thing as too much cheese. But, you know, like the people that's on that, what do you call it, that keto diet? They can eat a ton of cheese, right? Okay, folks, that's all for the cheese, I think. We're good, huh? All right. Now, this ain't going to be a surprise, but I'm going to put some on there anyway. I should have put some on where nobody could see it, where I could hide it. But, you know, I'm going to put a couple little hot flakes on there. Not so my Penny. She likes hot flakes. She'll say, no, I don't. All right. Now we're going to go back in the oven. And it usually takes anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes. So we'll be back. Okay, people, look at that pizza. Oh, my goodness. So that was a total of 20 minutes in the oven the first time. Took it out, flipped it over. That side was a little moist. So we kept that in for another 3 minutes. So that was 23 minutes. This here is 7 minutes. I didn't want to let it go any longer because see around the edges here, it's still nice, but I didn't want it to get overcooked. So we're going to take another look at this in a minute. Let it cool down a bit. Okay, now Sean, this is for you. This is the reason that we don't take shortcuts. Look at that. It slid right off the paper, remember? No sticking because we flipped it. Now that is what you call a pizza. Look at that thing. It looks simply delicious. So we'll be seeing you at the taste test table in a couple of minutes. Okay, so we're at the taste test table. And you can see Elmo trying to sneak a piece of pizza. But you got caught, dude. Anyhow, if you look at that, that thing looks delicious. So now we're going to take us a bite. Shit, I could just pick it up. Oh, look at that. We got a little crunch on the end there, huh? Mm-hmm. Don't usually get any crunch, but I guess it's, Oh, dude. That is one heck of a pizza right there. But see what I mean? It doesn't, you can hold, it stays together, but you don't have the consistency of a real pizza crust, but it tastes damn good. Why not? Got all your favorite pizza fixings on there. Sauce, cheese, sausage, onion, pepperoni. So, if you guys are looking for something a little low carb maybe, I don't know. A cauliflower pizza. That's the way to go. I got a little bite of either a hot flake or a piece of jalapeno. But at any rate, excuse me, this here is, as usual, when you're out and about, cover up, protect yourself and others. Don't chew with your mouth full. Wash your hands all the time. When you're out, take some of that sanitizer with you along in the car and give yourself a squirt and wash it up. Give me a like. Share with your friends. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. When you subscribe, the little bell will pop up. That'll just let you know we'll have a new video come out. You click that, and you'll be good. So until next time, without further ado, this is Mr. Dan wishing you a happy rest of your day. And remember, my friends, stay hungry. And when you are, come back, and we will give you another recipe. This is Mr. Dan. We are out.